everyone. The letter T can cause some issues for beginners, and there's a few reasons why. Number one is people forget that the T is simply an underturn. So what is the basic stroke of the letter T? It is an underturn that we just simply make taller, okay, just like the letter I. So we keep the same shape, except we're starting now at the ascender line or lower, and we make it simply taller. The bottom part of the T should be exactly like your underturn stroke, okay? So straight down, release pressure, and come up again. Now, of course, what we do is we add an entrance stroke. And look at my exit stroke. Remember, I have another video about exit strokes. It's nice and long. So we have a light up stroke about halfway up this X height. I'm using a large brush pen. Well, the Dream pen with the smaller tip, though, it's still considered a large brush pen. And I'm going to come down and touch that exit stroke and exit. Remember your entrance stroke and exit. Your entrance stroke is really important for your practice. Because it helps you with judgment and spacing when you move on to write words. The other issue that comes up with the T is the height of the T. So number two is in traditional calligraphy, like copper plate calligraphy, our T is actually a bit shorter than our other ascender heights. So I want you to keep that in mind. I break a lot of rules with my T's. Sometimes my T's are super tall, sometimes they are shorter. So you decide how tall you like your T. For me, it's just personal preference and what you like visually. But just so you know, your T does not have to touch this top line. If I was going to, let's say, write an L and a T, I might make my T shorter, but I would probably make my L just as tall as that ascender height and with the T shorter, and that's totally fine. The third issue with the T is the crossbar. I'm using the Calligraphy pad of paper, so maybe I'll switch to I won't switch to the grid paper because I think I can demonstrate it with this. Is when you are crossing your T, if you are using a straight line, the line has to be completely straight. So what I tell beginners is, even though you keep your hand in this position for your calligraphy, I cannot draw a straight line like this, so I actually cheat with my T, and I go below, and I will try to draw a straight line, if I want a straight line, from underneath like this. Okay, so the crossbar, if it's straight, has to be perfectly straight, no matter how you draw it, if you want it to be straight. It doesn't have to be straight. You can actually make your T crossbar wavy and avoid all those issues. Which way do you do your T crossbar? You can go from the left or from the right. Some people come across like this. No matter what, it is a thin line because you do not have in calligraphy a thick line and a thin line, two thick lines intersecting. This is a thick downstroke, so your crossbar will be a thin stroke. Okay, and this height of the crossbar is totally up to you. Some people make it really tall, up high. The only thing I caution you against is you don't want it to be too low to maybe hit another letter and just look strange. But some people in some calligraphy, they cross their T way at the top like this. It really depends on what style you like. I usually cross it around there. So wavy line, doesn't matter how long it is, it depends on what you prefer. Or straight, if it's a straight line, make sure it's super straight, because if it isn't, you're going to notice it. Okay, so have some practice time with your T's just to make sure they're nice underturns and you have a good crossbar, and it looks great with your other letters. Thanks for watching.